Hey guys, this is Gladys Lucero with Lucero's Wildflower Creations. I wanted to try something out with a hair clip, and I wanted to use it as a boutonniere. And you could definitely put this in your hair when it's finished. But here I am, I'm kind of guessing of how I'm going to do this. So I decided to do a little oval, and then I'm going to cut this out. I wanted to make this boutonniere more on the smaller side. I've been making them longer, and I wanted to be able to use less flowers. I feel I have got the shape that I like, so I'm going to start gluing the hair clip to this piece of fabric. Like I've said before, this fabric is called marine vinyl, and I'm going to glue it to the smooth side. So if we're doing this professionally, I would like the smooth side to be shown instead of the white side. And the white side actually helps grip all the glue and flowers together a lot better. As you see here, I'm going to take my tweezers and clean up the edges. This glue dries yellow. It has a little tint of yellow, and I do not want this to be seen. I would hate to give this to somebody and it looks crusty on the sides, if that makes sense. I don't know what size of hair clip I got. I know it just has teeth at the top, if that makes sense. And you could probably tell by what I'm doing here. Now, the reason I'm getting cardboard, you'll see in a little bit, I'm trying to have it be flat so I could work on a flatter surface, if that makes sense. Here I go. Once again, I wanted to challenge myself by purchasing 4 bouquets from Trader Joe's and pretending I'm a normal person needing to do something low cost. And I thought this was a great challenge. This bouquet was $3.99, and I felt that it had a pretty good amount of flowers and a good selection. I will not be using these white flowers that look like bells because they didn't do very well on my previous boutonniere. As you see here, now you could tell that I'm able to work on more of a flat surface than not using this piece of cardboard. The piece of cardboard is helping me balance everything out. Again, I've said before, wait a little bit before you put down your flower onto the fabric. Make sure you press down for a few seconds to ensure that the flowers are glued down. I know this challenge is supposed to be just using the bouquet of flowers that I picked out, but I think in this situation, it's important to find leaves that are not going to wilt so fast. And I did use leaves that came from the white bell looking flower, and they went limp real quick. They did not do very well. So I think in this case, it won't be bad if you grab leaves that you know will do good without water. If you came this far, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Bye.